Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to fire deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Warrior. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. In the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Jones. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting.
He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Looking to throw its cheek. Unloads it left. The short hands, it's Irwin. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on first down. Uncorks it. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Give to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. Gets rid of it. Punts it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab down the left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there.
Breaks into the open. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Gives it on the option. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Rainbow Warriors really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Rainbow Warriors come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Cheek. Hauls it in. Great move, now he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Slithers into space. There he goes. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room in to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Cheek. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He had it in the end zone, but just couldn't get a foot down to stay in bounds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets open down the middle. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Cheek. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Jones. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. better field position this time around. Right on the money. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Cheek. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Hawaii. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to the big tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Cheek. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Irwin. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Cheek. Working that left side now. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
To the air, it's Cheek. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got his man quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Warrior! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Cheek. They're working that left side.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wants to throw. It's Cheek. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
On first down, here comes this offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.